That was a lovely tent spot just there. Good morning. It is day 155. As yesterday was another good day. Woke up, it was a little overcast, but there was little bits of sun coming through. It started off quite nice, just undulating, which let me warm up a bit, and then into a huge hill. But there were only a few bits where the gradient was steep. Most of it was a pretty good gradient. So yeah, I actually caught up quicker than I was expecting. And then at the top, came over the ridge line, and wow, there was Mount Rainier. It's looking beautiful. And walked along the side of the ridge with views of the mountain. It was a bit more open. There's a real rocky part, which is pretty cool. Then jumped onto the other side of the ridge, and then had a pretty lake to look at, and then dropped down, started the 6-mile descent, dropped down, walked on a relatively narrow track on the side of a steep hill, and then down a ridge line, part of it beside a chairlift, so not quite in the wilderness, just kept dropping down till I got to the road. From the road, walked up the road to get to the Cracker Barrel store, ordered a pizza. It was huge, so that was filling, and I also enjoyed it for dinner and for breakfast, and there's still a slice left over. Yeah, did my resupply and then back on trail at 2:30. Had another big hill to go up, but a much gentler gradient. Past the 3,700 kilometre mark, and then the 2,300 mile mark. Yeah, once I was at the top, it was then more sort of undulating terrain, which is nice. Lots of pretty lakes to look at. And then I originally said I didn't want to camp by a lake, but there's pretty limited camping, so I did end up camping by a lake, and I ended up by Tilly. There's an Aussie I met a while ago now, a week or two ago. Yeah, so nice evening. It had, in the afternoon, completely clouded over, and it just felt like it was going to rain, but it didn't. Not even any condensation been by the lake, which is nice. This morning it's the same, just completely clouded over, that about to rain feel to it. So yeah, probably wouldn't be surprised if I do get rain. And today there's 16 miles to Chinook Pass. Nothing there, it's just crossing a road. And then yeah, continuing on. No big hills, which surprises me. Yeah, a few 1,000-footers, but I don't think there's anything over that. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be another nice day. There's a lovely meadow in there. Look at those clouds. A little bit dark for my liking, but there is a tiny patch of blue sky just there. I'm still walking in this quite open forest, which is nice. I've been going steadily downhill. The trail has generally been really nice. A few areas where it's a bit more rocky, but yeah, lovely way to start the morning. No niggles. Yesterday was great. There was no aches, pains or niggles. Oh, that's a pretty stream, all the mossy rocks. It's been a while since I've had a nice, decent sized stream like that. Some boardwalk, big wide planks. little wonky. The hill has got quite steep, going down beside a little stream. It's got that nice sound of the rushing water of the stream. But yeah, much steeper gradient at the moment. Oh. Coming down the hill and now in the main valley. I think we've got an uphill coming soon. I just stopped to wash my socks. I have 2 socks and I wear one pair for a few days. When it starts getting a bit dusty and crusty, I'll swap out, put my clean socks on, and then when I get to a stream, wash the others out and hang them off my pack to dry as I'm walking. Started zigzagging up this hill. I'm not bothering looking at the map ahead, so that's why I'm not 100% sure what's happening. I'm just taking it as it comes. It's a good thing about this trail. Such a wide trail, you're not going to lose the trail, and the junctions have all been signposted. So you don't need to worry about where you are. You just keep walking. But misty up on the tops there still. It's alright where I am. It's warmed up a bit now. It's probably because I've just been climbing a big hill. Oh, wow. Hello, little lake. Log crossing if it's high, but at the moment it's pretty low. So, relatively easy crossing. And another beautiful lake in the mist. Hey, going along the base of these cliffs here. Got about a mile to get to the top of this hill. And I would do a panorama, but there's no point because it's just mist. This mist is coming and going. Sometimes it's really thick and then it clears. Must be a bit of wind. I'm not feeling any wind. But yeah, it's just nice going through here. A few berries as well. Seems a while since I've had any berries. Yep, enjoying these ones. Look at the size of those marmot. They're massive. Big fluffy things. Must still be cold up here. That's a big marmot. Look at it. I assume they're marmot. They look like marmot, just big. Right, so I am... The trail goes along there. Can you see it? Nice and clear. I saw it just before that mist came in, so that's why I know it's going along there. Here's another angle of it. Just chilling out on the rocks. Alright, this is the last little push up to the top. I'm at the top. Panorama. Alright, and let's have a panorama out this side. Woohoo! Oop, empty marker, and yep, The view's pretty similar out this side as well. White. Now I don't go down a lot now. It's up and down for a bit before I then go down. And then there does look to be one steep hill. Not as big as what I've just climbed, but the gradient looks a lot. These signposts are quite easy to see. Chinook Pass is my next waypoint. Laughing Water Creek. Cool name. Alright, whew. That actually looks a little clearer down there. Just that one little spot. Clear over there too. I can see some hills. But I'm not going that way. I'm going that way. Right. Woohoo! There's the mist that I've come in from. And now I can actually see some beautiful rugged mountains. Oh, that's neat. I'm probably going to go back into the mist again, but there's a little lake down there too. I'll enjoy these views while I can. And cliffs up above me as well. Usually do photos of the vegetation, but these are pretty. Trail's a little narrower than normal. Have to be careful because I keep looking off to the side at the views. Surprised, trail runners don't usually stop, but those two stopped and had a good chat. One of them's been section running parts of the PCT. They're doing a big loop today from Seattle, so they come out here quite a bit. Yeah, I was surprised. Nice of them to stop and chat. They saw a bear and cub this morning, so there is big wildlife here, apparently. I mean, I haven't even seen a deer yet in Washington. It's just been chipmunks, lots of little chipmunks, a few squirrels, and a few marmots. Yesterday there was a lot more birds around, which was nice. So, yeah, still plenty of Washington left to see some bigger wildlife. Mount Rainier National Park boundary. Ooh, no pets. Means I don't have to dodge horse poo, or horses not counted as pets. I'm pretty sure the horses are still allowed here, so no dogs. The saddles are now going on this side of the ridge line, and along the side of more hills. Just make out the trail over there, I think. It's just after 11 and I've had the last slice of my pizza. Oh, it still tasted good. So I had 2 big slices for dinner last night, 1 medium slice for breakfast, and then that was a smaller slice just as a snack. But it's a pretty filling snack. Been in the more open forest like this, get to see views as you're walking along. Even though there is cloud covering the far distance, you can still see it. Lots and lots of beautiful forest. Now dropping down to a few streams and then up the steep hill. These are cute little things. They're actually quite small. And then there's this. Not sure what it is, but cool. Casually cross the track in front of me. Not really concerned about me at all. Just looks like a big chicken. Track's starting to get a little rougher, a little steeper. Oh. That's alright, it's just a step up to get there. No, it's fine. Dewey Lakes, 3.7 miles, and Chinook Pass. Alright. Lots of people around the lakes. Hello! A pretty popular trail with the weekend hikers. Just had a conversation with a couple. Had some quite neat conversations about different things. Nice just seeing so many people out and about enjoying the trails. Some real rugged hills up there. I've now seen 3 dogs. So either we've left the national park boundary without a sign, or people are bringing dogs where they shouldn't. Just came across some guys wearing fluoro vests doing a line search. So I asked them if it was training or real, and they're doing a search for Chris Fowler, who I think he's the guy that disappeared in 2016. But yeah, not a nice thing, but I'm glad they're out here still trying. Actually looking forward to going up the hill. It's been quite slow going down because I have to keep pulling off to the side, letting people who are going up, and a steady stream of people, just continuous. Yeah, it is a Saturday. I just had a look at my watch and realised it's a Saturday, which is why it's so busy. This is Dewey Lake. It is pretty. Bit hard to feel the wilderness when there's a rubber boat there. No, this is Dewey Lake. It's quite pretty, very blue looking. It's lovely. Such a beautiful blue lake. This is Dewey Lake. Lovely. So apparently the search is an annual Labour Day thing, and Second Chance Hiker is out there helping them. Second Chance Hiker was a hiker that started the PCT in January. Very obese, and he just kept on going and going and going, but unfortunately he slipped in the snow and hurt his back. So hi. So he had to be helo rescued to get out. Thankfully he's recovering. He's not gonna, I don't think he's going back to the Thru hike, but he was at Trail Days and he's here helping out the search team, which is really neat. Nice guy. He's been giving back a lot. Very patient with people that are around him from what I've heard. I haven't seen him for a long time, since the place where we were able to get pizza delivered out on trail. Tilly also said Second Chance told him that there's actually trail magic at the pass. Woohoo! It's some nice motivation to get up this hill. That helicopter looks like it's in search pattern. Hope no one's hurt. This hill, it's not as steep as I was expecting. And the view is beautiful. That's the lake I was just down at. Alright, I have managed to find my way through most of the crowds to get to the top. So now it's downhill a little bit to the pass. Other side, woohoo! Beautiful. There's another lake over there. Lots more people. People everywhere. It's fantastic to see people of all ages and genders, body sizes. Very impressed with some of the larger people that they made it up and down that track. Why it's a popular trail, it's absolutely beautiful. Apparently there's a loop you can do from the car park. It takes people around so they don't have to go all the way down to Dewey Lake. Another little lake. Woohoo! It's been interesting dodging everybody, but everyone's all friendly. Wow. Car park all the way down there, absolutely full. Wow. Bridge. That's pretty cool. That's a fancy overpass. That is one solid bridge. Look at it. That looks like trail magic. Woohoo! This is the wonderful trail magic, and here are the first two trail angels.
A mouse, a trail angel.
Penguin, trail angel.
So both of these two did PCT last year.
I'm John, trail angel.
Karen, trail angel.
Tilly, hiker.
Aussie.
Pop rocks, hiker. I'm Snugbug, I'm a trail angel.
Noko, trail angel, and we did it in 2018. Class of 2018.
And
This is Jacko.
Jacko.
Trail angel.
So a whole lot of fruit and some brownies and burgers and grapes. Some grapes that taste like candy floss, which were amazing. Yeah, just amazing again. Thank you very much, Trail Angels.
Good to see you.
Alright, so that was wonderful trail magic. It was 3 different groups, people, who had decided, they'd all turned up and then they decided to work together. And yeah, all singing, all dancing. That was really neat. So I had a burger, brownie, lots of fruit, lots of drinks. Oh, really good. And then they ice cream, snacks to take away as well. So yeah, absolutely neat. And yeah, neat having a mixture of last year's through hikers and another lady who does this on a regular occurrence. And apparently there's more trail magic down here. Wow. Oh, the cars. So came down the hill by the main car park and came across more trail magic with 2 wonderful trail angels.
My name is Sherry, or Zipper. Hi, I'm Susan. I'm a newbie to trail angeling.
So
I've only done it a few times, so we're both kind of new.
and they've done a pretty good job. So they've got some hot food here. They've got some zucchini bread, donuts, whole lot of fruit, water, washing station. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's wonderful to meet you. Nice to meet you. Best of luck.
So that was Trail Magic Part 2. And 2 lovely, lovely ladies. And once again, beautiful trail magic. I was full, but I still managed to have some watermelon and some blueberries, and I've taken some cake and some more blueberries for later. So now I'm climbing up to Sheep Lake. So it is a bit of a hill, but it's on this tourist track, so the gradient won't be too bad. Thank you. And hopefully it's 20 past 4, so hopefully there'll be a few less people, though most of them will be coming down now. I've strongly recommended by the Trail Magic ladies not to camp at Sheep Lake. I reckon it's going to be absolutely mad with the amount of people, because it's so accessible. It's a really good hike to take families on. So I'll plan to push past that for a few miles at least before I camp. So slightly shorter day because I spent a couple of hours at Trail Magic, but yeah, really neat. So my pack's a little heavier with all the takeaways, but yeah, nice just chatting. So it's about 700 feet over 2.5 miles, and the Sheep Lake's about halfway up it. turned into not a bad day. Still some horrible grey clouds, but there's also nice patches of blue, and thankfully it was actually quite warm at the Trail Magic. Didn't need to put a jacket on. Also at the second Trail Magic I met a lady who, she had been watching my videos, and she had 5 children with her. They were from Washington. I can't remember what town, and they were refugees from Myanmar, or Burma as it used to be known, and Congo, as in Congo DC, DR, Democratic Republic of Congo. So I was able to have a little chat with the oldest boy. Told him a little bit about my time in Congo and just how beautiful it was, telling the lady how beautiful Congo was. So, well, not often I get to meet Congolese people. So I lived in Congo for nearly 3 years, and some of the time in Kinshasa, which is the capital, and some of the time in Goma, which is on the east, next to a beautiful, beautiful lake. Met some lovely people, so have some very fond memories of Congo. So yeah, nice to meet the young guy and his brother, and there's also a girl from Congo as well. Yeah, just a small world. Stays above the road for a while, so that's where the toilets in the second Trail Magic were, and then up the top on the saddle is where the bridge across the road in the first Trail Magic. And then I had come along the side of this hill to this ridge line. I think that's where came down over that saddle there. So still continue along above the road for a bit further before moving away. This is Sheep Lake. And it says no camping within 100 feet of the lake. So those guys are good. They're not. They're not. There are so many people and so many tents. And it's so noisy. Makes me tense just being here. Such a beautiful spot. I mean, I can see why they want to be here. Definitely pushing on. Once again, I find it very strange, such a populated spot, and all the day hikers that come up to see it as well. There's no toilets. So of course people just have to go to the toilet all over the place. Just 1 or 2 toilets will just keep that place looking tidy. There's lots of toilet paper all over the place. Just so sad. Oh wow, this is such a beautiful area. Blake, and that's the car park. Whew. Still going, still actually quite a way to get to the top. I am at the top. This is the gap. Oh, it's looking a bit misty this side. It's a trail going that way, another one going down and along there. Not sure which one I'm taking, but whew, there we go. So the trail, I can see it going along the side of the hill and along, then I think it goes around from there. Ooh. Lots of these really neat rock outcrops on the ridge lines. Little lake down there. Still going along the side of this hill. Well, it was nice seeing so many people getting out and enjoying the outdoors. It's also nice to have the trail back to myself. It's about 10 to 6, so the only people still on trails at this time are through hikers, just saw 2 Sobos. But apart from that, since the gap, No one else, just the two sobos. It's, yeah, relaxing. Just had a look and there's no camping for about 6 miles apart from one junction. So we can see the trail heading along, heading along, heading along, and I suspect it's in that next saddle where there's camping. So that's where we're aiming for. So this is Pop Rock, so we're both going to aim for that tent site and squeeze in, because neither of us really want to do another 6 miles.